Have I found Botox in a bottle or in a tube? Have I found the next big thing to transform aging skin and turn back the hands of time? Maybe so. I tend to be more skeptic than believer when it comes to hyped up products with big claims. Typically, I don't really believe that you can have magical transforming results with anything except a surgeon's knife, Botox, or fillers. And that creams, lotions, and potions are only going to do so much. But maybe I've been wrong. This topic interests you? Stay tuned. I have some news for you. So today I am here with no makeup on in all my glory to talk about a new skincare product that I've been using for almost 90 days. When I talk to you about skincare, I like to come to you with a little history behind what I'm talking to you about. And I really like to give a product at least 90 days. In a lot of cases, you're not going to see a big change in your skin for a minimum of 90 days or even longer, 6 months to a year. Unless you're talking about something like a moisturizer that's going to immediately plump your skin, or an acid that's going to immediately exfoliate your skin. However, what I'm talking about is A313. A313. This is a French product. Some of you have already heard of it. Others of you may not have. I search always for the best products that are going to keep my skin looking the youngest. I'm going to try new things. So up until now, my holy grail product has been Tretinoin, prescription strength Tretinoin, either in a 0.05% or a 0.1%. Sometimes I alternate because a 0.1% can cause some mild peeling that I don't always feel like dealing with. But I feel like it is tried and true. The research backs it, and that is what I'm interested in. My background is in nursing. I'm a registered nurse. I have over 20 years of nursing experience, and I am a little bit of a science geek. So I don't just fall for any claim. I want to see proof. I want to see studies. I want to see the research. So when something comes out with a lot of claims, I'm immediately going to be on the skeptical side of the fence. I'm not going to be just taking and buying these things and thinking that they're going to work. In most cases, I'm going to be thinking that they're not going to work, and in some cases, I'll be pleasantly surprised or I'll be proven right. So I heard about this some years back, or something similar, a product called Avibon. I don't want to get too much into that because it's not available anymore, but I had read an article by Gwyneth Paltrow in a magazine at the hairdressers that had said that this was like her holy grail or whatever. But at the time, she was saying that you had to get this in France, and it was just something that I read, kind of went in one side of my brain and out of the other side. At that time, I wasn't as serious about my skincare either. But since then, I have noticed a lot of crow's feet and a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, and I'm not crazy about it. So when I saw Retin-a, of course, that was proven and tried, and I've been using my Retin-a for a while. When I realized that this was available over the counter and that there was a lot of claims, and I'm going to be referencing a specific article that I read. This is not a research-based article. This is an article that came out on Reddit, and it talks about the A313 Pommade. So looking at the science on this, I would not be immediately taking myself to this product because what the active ingredients are in this are retinol esters. So there's retinol esters, there's retinaldehydes, there's retinols, there's retinoic acid. And retinoic acid is the only product, which is my prescription tretinoin, that does not require a conversion in the skin to get to its most active form. So I would always tell you that if you could not use a prescription tretinoin, that your best bet was using a retinol, which only requires one conversion. So in my mind, the less conversions that are necessary to bring you to an active product, the more effective a product is going to be. A313 on the surface would defy all of that logic and knowledge that I have as part of my background, because this contains 3 retinol esters, so which would make it weaker than a retinol. What this includes, what the ingredients are: PEG 400, PEG 4000, polysorbate 80, retinol palmitate, 200,000 IUs %. So it has 3 retinol esters in it, PEG 400 and PEG 4000. Okay, so there is a 2007 study that says that both retinol propionate and retinol palmitate have been shown to reduce facial wrinkles, and that retinol propionate, along with niacinamide and peptides, gave comparable results to tretinoin without the irritation. Retinol palmitate has also been known to thicken the skin, according to a 1988 study. So there is some research backing this. There is research that says that pigmentation can be reduced or improved by retinol propionate. One of the most interesting studies to me is a 1998 study that says that retinol propionate can reduce actinic keratosis to 0 after 48 weeks of use. So AK is a condition that I get frequently. It's these little lesions that I get on my skin that are pre-cancerous in nature, and I usually have them burned off or try to burn them off before they turn into skin cancer. I had a skin cancer removed here, and you can see some residual damage has been left. So being a little hesitant that this is not going to be as strong as my prescription strength tretinoin, but the claims are so good. You know, anytime you hear that this is magic, this is Botox in a bottle, this is turning back the hands of time for somebody, you're tempted to try it. So it's very skeptical mind. I did purchase this and start using it about 84 days ago, so just under the 90-day mark. And I have been pleasantly surprised, which is why I am going ahead and doing this review a little bit early. You still need to do your research, and you need to decide for yourself what you want to put on your skin. But what I want to say is that this has been unlike any other product topically that I have put on my skin. For one thing, let's talk about the consistency. The consistency, it looks like Vaseline or Aquaphor. It definitely has that petrolatum kind of consistency, kind of a greasy feel. However, when you're applying it, it doesn't have quite as much slide or slip as a Vaseline or Aquaphor does. It's very thick, so you kind of have to tug. Tug's a strong word. You have to work a little harder at applying it. Obviously, it is not a serious struggle, but I would just say that it's a little thicker and it doesn't have as much slide as Vaseline. But the end result is kind of the same. See the shiny, very emollient, very moisturizing base. It is fragrance free. And it absorbs nicely into my skin. I would not use this during the day because I wouldn't want to use any retin-a product during the day that is going to be irritated by sunlight. And I want to make sure that during the day I am using a sunscreen. So at night, I wash my face. I usually use the Paula's Choice Gentle Exfoliator. This 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. And I've talked about my skincare routines before. The rest of my skin routine is pretty much the same. I let my face dry, and then I apply this LED red light. And some of you have already seen this mask. Simply press the button. These red LED lights work for 10 minutes and then it automatically goes off. And then after it goes off on my face, I slide it down to my neck so that I'm getting LED benefits here too. Once it goes off, my face is nice and dry, and then I am going to apply this cream. And I'm going to apply this cream all over with the exclusion of my eye area. I'm going to apply it all the way here, and I'm going to apply it all the way here. I'm going to avoid this area right here because I don't want it to get in here or it will crack my skin. I am going to use it on my neck. So what I want to do while I'm coming to you with no makeup on is I want you to really see my skin up close, for better or for worse. The one thing that I have seen improved, and I don't know if you can see this, I don't have a lot of crow's feet anymore. I mean, I have some. My skin obviously doesn't look like that of a young girl's. And look at my 11s. I still have some fine lines here that have not gone away, but my 11s are gone. I mean, for the most part, I don't have a lot of wrinkling here either. These crow's feet are gone. I mean, you will see very few fine lines here. And this area right here is improved. My pores are definitely smaller. You can see I still have some red areas. I have very sensitive skin, and I have to be very careful with the products that I use. Will I continue to use this? For a little while. I want to see what 6 months brings. You know, I'm basically at the 90-day mark. I want to see if I see improved results even more after 60 days. Some people are not going to like it. They're not going to like that feeling. This is for women. This is for men. This is for anyone who wants extra hydration. Everybody's skin reacts differently to things. If you have any questions, you should definitely find out if your dermatologist recommends this for you. I will say that I have been pleasantly surprised in that I'm fairly optimistic and that my skepticism has decreased. I have not had any serious breakouts. I have had some flaking. When I first put it on, I do have a little bit of tingling and this feeling of warmth. Kind of the same warmth that I get when I put on my honey skin lotion. So my skin feels immediately like a flush of warmth, and I feel a little bit of tingle, and then that subsides and I go to sleep with this on my face. I get up, my skin feels a little tight, and I do my normal AM routine. I am still using my prescription strength Tretinoin on the nights that I'm not using this. So I'm alternating every other night, either my Tretinoin or this. I'm scared to completely get rid of my Tretinoin because I know that this is tried and true. My skin feels softer in the morning after I use this, and that can be because of the petrolatum type consistency. And maybe it has nothing to do with the retinol esters or the retinaldehyde, retinol palmitate, and the retinol propionate. What this does have is penetration enhancers. The PEG 400 and the PEG 4000 or penetration enhancers. So they are products that help get what's on the surface of your skin to penetrate into the deeper layers of your skin, past that epidermal layer into the dermal layer, where it can potentially be stronger than a topical product that does not have those same penetrating enhancers. Do you want penetrating enhancers on things like peptides? You want penetrating enhancers on things like your vitamin C, on your squalene, on your other skincare actives. So why wouldn't we want it in our retinols? I know that this is getting in. I know that it travels. I know that my skin cells are communicating, because I can draw a line here and I can feel it go down here. I can draw the line here and I can feel, my eyes slightly dry some mornings. So it is moving around and it is getting in there. And whether it is my Tretinoin just finally starting to take effect on my crow's feet and my 11s and my pores, or whether this has something to do with it, I can't tell you for sure. I can only guess. I can just say that for me, I like the combination of the two. And I feel like my skin looks better now than it did this time last year. I feel like it looks better than it did 90 days ago. And so I hope that that information was helpful. If you have any particular questions, I do have more of the science behind this product, and I can get more into the nitty-gritty of it. But I thought that maybe this is something that you might be interested in trying. Like any retinol, retin-a, retinaldehyde product, I would suggest that you start off once a week, or that you do a patch test on a small area of your skin, and that you know how your skin reacts before you just goop it all over your face. And that if you're going to use a product like this, that you are absolutely 100% of the time wearing sunscreen during the day, whether you are inside your house or whether you are outside your house. You should be doing that anyway, but especially if you're using one of these products. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!